Good day. Thank you so very much for your attention so I can present wiseCIO with a question. Is it your cup of tea? Table of content. Sheldon Liang, PhD biography. Summary and stories about wiseCIO with 3 stories, UBC. I am Sheldon Liang, principal inventor of wiseCIO, defined as a 2-dimensional CAPS, communicator, advisor, professor, communicator, architect, and programmer. Idea and data with experiences throughout IT sectors, R&D, and higher education. Headaches conceiving wiseCIO. As a person, I realized UBC would be problematic, like unfriendly user interface, browsing via as passive user experience. Only UBC, not my cup of tea. So UBC matters with wiseCIO, with universal interface, growing aggregation, and centric or user-centric experience. So here, I present some UBC features in comparison. On the left bar, that shows you how easy to make UBC or implement AVC. And on the right side, it's about comparison with different features or factors. So here is the timeline I bring out. We started from layer, that means unfriendly user interface. Then we introduced to VAs, and the data and the central is idea that drives process automation. The first story, unfriendly or universal. Unfriendly interface sounds like a lie. User interface design through the acronym like LIAR. That means, so we expect the universal interface is made to be VAs across a variety of devices by layouts of interface action via intelligent system engineering. Universal interface is smart to VAs. I want you to focus on the left side, compatibility with universal interface, that including variety, familiarity, and similarity. Universal interface is VAC, that means visual, editable, actionable, and compatible. So here I show you a real screen. So this upper part of it is a visual part. So that is whatever you want to present on the website. And under this edit part panel allows you to input your information or describe it. The third one is idea behind to support this kind of presentation, rendering, and connection. Here I want to share a special feature for universal interface, self-adaptive. So we have 3 different multiple components. The first one on the left side is generally, but on the right side, we may have multi-bar or multi-bulletins. They are self-adaptive when you use different devices. The B story, browsing or brewing. Browsing application represents partial brow. It's reflected as a brow, B-R-O-W. So we brewing application to replace browsing will bring out what is only offered, like coffee beans, but also turning to what is wanted, like a cup of tea, the coffee brewed from beans. So here brewing is to aggregate via ubiquity. So this illustration, I want to focus on 2 more things. One is about scalability. Ubiquity, which means we allow you to access, to retrieve information from multiple resources, scalability. The other one in cryptography about information security all applied with the Brewing aggregation. Brewing aggregation via one closure DDB. One closure means one from 0 to multiple distributed database. That's a basic thing for you to Brewing aggregation for specific part of the information presentation. C story, chasing or centering. Chasing after pages leads to passive acts. So acts as acronymed as AXS, corresponding stateless. So centering or user-centric experience will help with proactive contextuality in depth and breadth. So that's the idea. So centric user experience to dig archives via AAA, that means availability, accessibility, and actionability to make the user like a VIP. So I want to emphasize a little more about user-centric experience by quoting Evelyn Keel, a certified archive manager. She says, wiseCIO allows for patient groupings so that with the same context, you can see the whole life. For Andrew Jackson, the 7th president. So here, this is multi-tab. So you can click on each tab that bring out a new information, new section, but you never cause context swapping. So here, re-emphasize again, no context swapping. So I have a demo, but because of limited minutes, I cannot go into it. If you have the interest, actually, you can have some try later. Before my presentation about this wiseCIO, I got a lot of great questions, but I want to emphasize 2 more questions from previous presentation. The question 1 is, could you share more about wiseCIO applications at OC, Miami, and Lane College? Actually, those represent where I worked at Oklahoma Christian, Miami University, and Lane College. In different stage with wiseCIO, I applied. For instance, at Oklahoma Christian, I taught design patterns that helps to speed up automated universal interfaces. And I also taught a big database. So that is give me the chance to consider using big data or distributed database. At Miami University, I taught UI and UX design. Actually, we utilized distributed database for every single student. They have their own sections, database, and then they redid the whole website for the Miami University that with a focus on user-centric. Lane, I introduced data, which means digital archiving and transformed analytics for more automation on wiseCIO. The second question I will go through into the conclusion. Here I will say, give it a try, maybe terrific, excellent, awesome. So idea, I want to mention this. Idea is to apply intelligence from business and IT to drive process automation without coding. And here I mentioned UBC to liaise for HARP. HARP means handle, archive, and publish complex content online. So this gives you an insight to what kind of organization to support. Anybody, if they need to HARP, they can use wiseCIO to help. So the last one, maybe you say, what about the current wiseCIO in use or future? So here, look into the future. We may use AI applications blockchains and Internet of Things to be integrated as distributed database that is applicable on wiseCIO. And also, we have applied in following subjects. I will show you. We say usable, useful, user-centric fruits. So here, through the interface usable and brewing useful and experience user-centric, I want to emphasize ARM here. ARM means archival, repository, and management access. So those kind of different applications like bus, like share, like harp. So give it a try, please. Maybe it is terrific, excellent, awesome for you. May wiseCIO be your cup of tea. So thank you so very much for your attention. And I hope we'll not stop at conclusion, but we will start more communication about wiseCIO if you are interested in it. Thank you. Thank you again for your attention.